joke, no joke, no joke. Oh, you know what it is. Yeah, I just came on real quick. Just finished a little light workout. There's a message to Bums First over there. The white boy John and the dirty pig pork butt. I don't understand y'all, right? Either John, you're setting up Reggie to go to jail. Reggie is just a knucklehead, or y'all trying to discredit Virginia Slim. Now, John, how do you put up Virginia Slim saying that Tupac was leaving death row? Then you let this goofy Reggie convince you to put up a video, a very old video, because we know Reggie don't look like that now, and he don't live in that old house no more, right? Of Eric B coming on telling everybody that Tupac wasn't leaving death row. So who's lying? Is Virginia Slim lying? The person that's on the song with Tupac that worked at death row, right? She worked at death row, was up in the office, was around Tupac a lot, is on songs with Tupac. She tells us that Tupac was leaving death row, right? But it was a hush-hush thing. Then you bring on her baby father, right? You bring on her baby father to say Tupac wasn't leaving death row. So is Eric B lying or is Virginia Slim lying, right? What are y'all doing over there? Y'all got a baby mama and her baby daddy both saying two different things. And then he gets on there and says Tupac wasn't leaving death row, and Tupac's last words was, "I love you, Suge." Tupac's last words was, "I love you, Suge." Where would Eric B hear Tupac say that at? Because in the car, he shot up, right? So we know once he got to the ambulance, they put a tube down his throat, right? We know that. So when was he ever talking past the ambulance? Where was Eric B at? He wasn't in the back car, in the back seat of the car, right? He wasn't in the car. He wasn't there when they pulled him out of the car with Chris Conley, the cop, saying Tupac's last words was, "Fuck you," right? So where would Eric B hear Tupac say, "I love you, Suge," right? So his last words wasn't to his mother, "I love you." Then he's saying that Tupac wasn't shaking the bed, this, that, and other. That came from Mopreme, his brother. You telling me his brother did not get in the hospital room? His brother didn't get in the hospital room to see Tupac? His brother. So Eric B is telling us Mopreme Shakur did not get in the hospital to see his own brother and to be saying that Tupac was shaking the bed, right? So Tupac got tubes down his throat and his last words was, "Yo, Suge, I love you." So what are y'all doing over there? And y'all are making yourself look more guilty. Why would y'all bring Virginia Slim up there? She's telling you that Tupac was leaving death row, right? Then Eric B gets up on there and say Keyshia Cole was on Death Row Records. Keyshia Cole said Tupac was leaving death row. What are y'all doing? Yo, y'all dudes, y'all so slow. I can't wait for February 2026 for this trial to start. Y'all are so busted. Yo, John, are you setting Reggie up? You gotta be setting Reggie up, bro. You probably don't want to split no more money with him You got to be setting Reggie up. So, Pac wasn't leaving death row, right? And y'all telling us, because Eric B said that, but his baby mother's telling us something different. So which one of them is lying? Right? Only reason y'all put that up is because Virginia Slim said Pac was leaving death row. And y'all trying to contradict her. And y'all trying to contradict her with her own baby daddy. Like, y'all dudes are slow. Like, y'all niggas is fast as the Roadrunner turtle. Like, yo, man. So, you telling me Eric B got to be around Pac in the hospital more than his own brother? So, Eric B is telling us Tupac's brother is lying about him shaking the bed, right? So, Eric B got more access to Pac in the hospital than his own brother. And we supposed to believe that? Reggie, you are about as smart as a rock. To go and play that behind Virginia Slim, y'all should have just left it alone. Then Eric B gets on there and say Keyshia Cole was on death row. Keyshia Cole's the one that been telling everybody Pac was leaving death row. And just because Pac died, so that meant that was the end of Death Row East? Why didn't Death Row East happen? Why didn't it happen? And don't forget, when we see Pac and them with the Death Row East signs and all that, he's in New York. This is right after the Snoop, or right around when Snoop did the thing on the radio with Angie Martinez. After that, Pac was done. Remember? Pac went to the hotel with Michael Moore, his bodyguard, and told Suge, yo, I'm out because of what Snoop did. Yo, you can have Machiavelli. I'm done. I'm leaving death row. Right? And walked outside with Michael Moore, and Michael Moore told him, yo, he told Michael Moore, yo, I'm a dead man walking. He got on a private jet, went back to California, did not see nobody until Vegas, where he got shot and died 6 days later. So y'all telling me he got shot, put in the ambulance, where they immediately put tubes down his throat. It took him to the hospital. He's in a coma. And his last words was, Suge, I love you. I thought him and Suge was in the car joking with each other. Yo, you shot in the head. Yo, you shot in the head. Right? Now, Chris Connolly, they pulled him out the car. His last words to the cop was, before he went unconscious, was, F you. Now, his last words was, yo, Suge, I love you.